And I'm so surprised also seeing Hassan Ayariga, who was also making all the statement, defamatory statements, and also statements that will aggravate the anger of the nation. That Yam Festival is ABCD, is a wrong thing, is that. And it's never through.
Hey. Keep Dr. Ayariga's name out of your illiterate mouth. What is truth? Illiterate like you have some nerve to open your mouth and spew your lies and garbage. The audacity. And you call yourself a doctor. The doctor my foot. Because you definitely are no medical doctor. And we know for sure, with your illiterate, underhanded, conniving, cunning, forked tongue self, no say, you didn't study to acquire a doctorate. We know that for a fact. Because when you open your mouth to spew your crap, you make it obvious. And that institution that gave you the honorary, it's obviously honorary, or as usual, your self-acclaiming self just took a title to make yourself seem important. King, chief, leader, no one knows whether you are going or coming, prancing around, pretending all the time. That institution, if it was an institution that awarded you a doctorate, should be investigated and shut down. So watch that your mouth that you use to talk about Dr. Ayariga, who is standing up for Ghanaians, unlike those you've been able to con to favor foreigners at the expense of Ghanaians. It's not going to work anymore. It's over. So before you open your mouth again and spew rubbish about a Ghanaian leader who is standing up for Ghanaians for a change, you better think twice. With your arrogant self, the utter audacity and nerve. Hi everyone, welcome to Ghana Observer, and thank you all so much for stopping by. I truly appreciate your presence here. Folks, this 419 man who used to call himself king and now is just a confused being, in an attempt to do damage control, rather exposed how devious and ungrateful he is. And I'm here to help him self-destruct and implode. So here goes.
And I want to let him know that he have no right, he cannot stop Africans to celebrate their festival. He cannot stop Igbos to celebrate their festival because this is ECOWAS sub-region. And as long as ECOWAS is concerned, we will celebrate. Even the United Nations law covered free association, free religion, free culture, and whatever.
Dr. Ayariga has every right in Ghana to decide what is appropriate and what is inappropriate. Much more than you, a foreigner. So you going under the cover of ECOWAS, United Nations, ain't gonna cut it. And for your information, because you might not comprehend the phrase cease and desist, all traditional and cultural festivities under the guise, that means you are pretending, once again, as you pretend in everything, you pretend to be a king, you pretend to be a chief. Folks, he actually admitted that he's a fake chief. Let's forget about the king because we already know that's a 419 game that he was running. But the chief that he tried to also take on, he revealed, while I was searching for these documents, what did I come across? That fake lawsuit that he put out there. Yeah, right there. He knows that he's a fake chief. I'll share that document in a minute. But let me finish this one first. All traditional and cultural festivities under the guise of importing Igbo culture presided over by the 419 man who used to call himself king in his capacity as a fake king of the Igbos in the Ghana state should cease forthwith. So in case you don't understand, cease means cut it out. Stop it. Cease means stop. The Gamanche has indeed stopped the Yam Festival. For your information, if you still are trying to figure it out, it's been stopped. So take yourself and go to ECOWAS and do whatever. Folks, you see, their true intentions. The intention is to bring their unruly, uncouth selves, because he exemplifies illiteracy. He's exemplifying their uncouthness and he's exemplifying their unruliness, that they can come on foreign land and do whatever and then hide behind Africanness, all Africans. Who has stopped any African from doing anything? But it's how you celebrate that is unacceptable. And Dr. Ayariga has been discerning enough to see through your BS. Because when you are on a fake throne, that celebration's all over. We have no issue of that. But when you sit on a fake throne and put your wife on a fake throne beside you, when you claim not to be a king, not to be a chief, and you hand out fake certifications and fake titles, that is what Ghanaians have an issue with. If you go around in your long robes, your maxis and your maxi skirts, with your snow caps, candy cane colored caps, winter caps are that, and you blow on your horns, celebrating, no one would have an issue. But when you sit down, pretending to be a king that you're not, that is where the issue comes. And that's what the stop has been put to. So go report. Go report to United Nations and go report to that useless ECOWAS that you only use when it suits you greedy people, selfish bullies. Go report it. And they'll tell you that Ghana is a sovereign country. The nerve that you guys have. You want to bring your unruliness and diabolical divisiveness, which works well for you in Nigeria, but it will not work in Ghana. Thank God. Because remember, when all this started, you tried to pit us against the Gamanche. And I told you that we were too intertwined, that it would not work in Ghana. How is it working for you now? And you still haven't learned your lesson. But you're going to learn. You sure will. Which part of this nonsense we're watching is Igbo culture? Because apparently in your Igbo land, you don't have kings. You're in Ghana, you have no land. So who are you fake crowning as chiefs and giving out fake certificates? Which part of this is Igbo culture? And when we call you out, go to UN, go to ECOWAS. We dare you. And they'll laugh you out of there. All you guys know is to come into people's spaces and then intimidate with empty threats. And when called out, or the same energy, you get the same energy back, then you cry victim. We have a leader who is actually standing up for Ghanaians and fighting for us, and you are going to tell us what? Back up some steps. The audacity. I tell you, when I say your implosion and self-destruction has begun, it will come from your own mouth. Because you are going to use it to destroy yourself. Your arrogance will destroy you. Next time you stand before your maker, you ask him with all humility, real humility, not the one that you think you are showing or illustrating, that please tell me or show me the difference between confidence and arrogance. Because obviously you don't know the difference. You think when you are arrogant, you are being confident. You're going to learn. You've been in Ghana 30 years, but you don't know us. The issue is you sitting on that fake throne and the gullible Ghanaians who also knelt before you. That's what we Ghanaians are stopping. We're not going to tolerate it on this land, never. So Dr. Ayariga has every right to stop it because he's a discerning person and has discerned your real and ill intentions. When I say this 419 man is fake through and through, because someone explained to me why in this so-called lawsuit that he filed, he would refer to himself as being an honorary chief. Why are you honorary? Why don't you just come out and say chief? So he's fake and he's conned a lot of people. But we, the Ghanaian citizens, we see right through you, including Dr. Ayariga and now the Gamanche, thank God.
And we postponed it, release a communique, release a press statement on the 30th of July, signed by the planning committee of the New Year Festival. We have postponed it to further notice. And that communique is all over the world, all over internet. We even tagged government prostators on that. And since that time, we have not put any date. It's all over internet. Surprisingly, yesterday, I saw in internet where a statement was made by Gamanche that the Yam Festival is cancelled because of that the authorities should cancel it because of insecurity and the whole lot and blah, blah, blah.
First off, postponement is not cancellation. So according to you, postponed it. Postponed is what you want to use. Doctor, indeed, please. Postpone means you are going to set a new date. So in your very action and in your very words, you are disrespecting the Gamanche, the very guys who gave you the space to infiltrate the chieftaincy space. Your hypocrisy and your conniving, cunning ways are what would self-destruct you. Look how you are talking about the Ga Manche. And I'm glad he's showing you the Ga Traditional Council. Now his true colors are coming out. The disdain he has for you. You see how he's talking? Remember when the Ga Manche gave this order in July? He went and brought this developmental chief from Brewa, where his wife is from, who is also a developmental chief, not a queen mother, as he used to say. His wife has no royal blood in her, just like he has nothing in him. And right there is a sign of disrespect, because why are you coming against what the Ga Manche has ordered? So the Ga Manche is very right in making sure that you cease with any thought of doing that yam festival.
We have cancelled it 2 months ago. And we are living in someone's land. We don't want to challenge authority, and we cannot. We are people that respect authority, that respect humanity, and that respect God.
In a statement released by the Ga Traditional Council directing the immediate suspension of the New Yam Festival by the Igbo community in Ghana is a Dr. Chukwudi Jude, is disputing claims by the Ga Traditional Council on his office inviting the council for the Yam Festival celebration.
The letter circulating from Ga Traditional Council that indicated that I sent them invitation. This year festival, their invitation has not even gone. Their invitation is here. Because this invitation was supposed to go, I think on the 10th of July. And this brouhaha started, I think, 2nd or 3rd of July. So all the invitations that are going to government prostators, kings and queens have not gone. They are all here. So I did not yet send invitation to Ga Traditional Council.
By the way, the invitation referenced in the letter pertains to this special invitation and flyer. Nothing to do with his, because he never sent it as he said. But of course, he tried to insinuate otherwise. The typical liar that he is.
Igbo New Yam Festival, we have postponed the date till further notice. And we issued out press release on the 30th of July. It's all over internet. Postponing the 21st September Yam Festival, we postponed it till further notice. It's over, getting to 2 months that we postponed it. So with all these noise here and there coming up, that festival will hold tomorrow is 100% lie.
Folks, I'm playing all this so that we can all see his duplicitous, conniving, devious, manipulating character. That's who he is. You see how he's disrespecting the Ga Manche and the Ga Traditional Council? Disgusting. A very ungrateful people. This should be a lesson to every one of us. But here is what he said when he was using them.
Okay, I have a very good relationship with a lot of Ghana traditional rulers, both kings and queens. By the special grace of God, I'll first of all talk about the Ghana people. I am very close to the entire Ghana kings. Like I said, from 2012 when I was coronated, Ghana Traditional Council played a major role. Then the president was Nindedo Saki, who was the acting president of the Ghana Traditional Council then. Him and all the Ghana paramount kings were all here, and after that they inducted me. They inducted the Igbo throne in Ghana to Ghana Traditional Council. I give them very big thanks on that. And we moved on to then the president, Regional House of Chiefs, Osumanche, that died, may so rest in peace. We moved on also to the National House of Chiefs that we also met with Togba Fede, of which we are very close with him.
He also disputed social media claims of him being prevented from extending his regards to the Otumfuo's 82nd during the final rites of the late Santehima.
I saw a lot of fake news and fake informations out there on the internet where some Ghanaian bloggers are saying that the Misha Palace denied me of greeting His Majesty. It's never true.
And of course, when his lips are moving, you know he's lying. As we can clearly see, and I'm going to show different clips so that we can understand the angle of where he was stopped. Because he's a nobody, and he wasn't there representing Nigeria. At this point, Chami told him to bow, and then this was where he thought he would have been let through. And then he was told to keep it moving. You're not representing anyone but yourself here, so keep it moving right along. And his entourage, of course, followed behind. And he's going to sit on his fake throne and deceive people. Duplicitous, conniving, cunning, manipulator. And now let's watch the difference of those who were allowed to pass through that tight security by the step. That's where the 419 man who used to call himself king and the entourage were told keep it moving. But others were let through. Lil Wayne apparently just made it. So he was happy and was wavy at the crowd after being allowed through. But look at them. That's the Chiame and his men. And that's where he was looking over. So he just is a blatant liar. And I'm showing this for people to see that he's nothing but a manipulating liar who has been able to con people that he's what? He's a nothing. And then he has the audacity now to be disrespecting the Ga Manche and the Ga Traditional Council. But this is a lesson, as I said, to us all. So thank you, Dr. Ayariga, for standing up for us, for advocating for us. Look at them. They're coming through. And that's where he looked over. After he removed his hat, he assumed they would let him through. They said, no. These are the ones who were greeting from afar. So it was very organized. You stood afar. You tried to strain your neck after you took off your hat, thinking you'd be getting access because you'd be able to get access easily. I don't want to call anyone names. It's over. Those days are over. And now you are trying so hard to do damage control. It's not going to work. It's obvious what went on. As you came, they told you remove your hat, bow your arrogant head. And who are you looking at straight ahead? You wanted to go there. You couldn't. They told you keep it moving. You're coming to sit there and say, no one told me I couldn't shake his hand. Ugh, I'm telling you. So thank you again, Dr. Ayariga. We appreciate all that you are doing. You stood up for Ghanaians when others are still floundering like fish out of water in the name of fake diplomacy, in the name of one-sided diplomacy. All of it coming from the Ghana side, obviously, and it's sickening. So let's watch when Dr. Ayariga and different organizations, youth organizations, met with the Ga Manche. And once again, we thank both the Ga Manche and Dr. Ayariga for acting so swiftly on behalf of the Ghanaian citizens. We appreciate you and we thank you. Folks, I'm going to end it here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
We are here to pay courtesy call to you and to pray to God Almighty to give you long life, good health, and continue to protect you for us as our Ga Manche and our king, me, my king, and to also introduce to you various youth group of Ghana that are all fighting to protect the sovereignty of Ghana, our motherland, and also to submit a petition to you and, to ask for your Majesty on behalf of the youth movement of Ghana, all the groups, the APES, the My Ghana, the Youth Alliance, Ghana Movement, and myself. We want to present to you this petition. Please, Alice. Thank you. Your Excellency.
Dr. Ayariga, Hassan Ayariga. This morning you have given me a shivering, but that is all right because you've always been my brother and you're always welcome to my home.
Thank you.
The issues we have at stake are worrying, and I want to applaud the youth for coming out this time to air your views, because you are partners to every authority that makes or takes decisions in this country. And you have become ombudsmen and ombudswomen, or whistleblowers in this dispensation. Because any decision that has to be made or that has to be taken may endure to a profitable future for you. But you are the future. We might have done our bit. You would have to go through a number of years to get to where some of us have reached. So you must also make sure that you question authorities to be responsible. You question leadership to be responsible for the actions. And if these actions will be detrimental to you and your future, and of course, it gives or becomes a matter of concern. So I applaud you for coming out the way you have come out today. I promise you that I will look at the petition. I promise you that I will act swiftly. I would call an emergency meeting to look at the contents of the petition, and then we will address it, with all the force that it deserves. We cannot take the peace we enjoy in Ghana for granted, and we cannot take what Ghana is today for granted. We believe that we still have to work very hard to sustain the peace we have today. Some of these things are things that would bring the sustenance and make our peace durable. So on that note, I will thank you all, and you hear from us as soon as possible.